Tonight, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on the Columbus Caps.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from OKC. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Winslow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winslow. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake. Winslow. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Winslow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Winslow. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Bell is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Winslow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Caps take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And back to the ground, Hyde. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton. 26 yards. And the Nighthawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Winslow, and he finds Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Winslow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from the 20. And the Caps have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Winslow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. To throw on second down. Winslow. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch made by Slayton. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Burrow on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Boswell for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game. That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Winslow. Escaping the pressure. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That's complete to Slayton. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Brown.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw. Winslow. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Winslow. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winslow. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they will stop him short and get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running left. Here's Hyde. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Hyde. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Coming right, Hyde on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now Burrow. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run high. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They try again with Hyde. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Green. Oh, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Kaepernick now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Kaepernick going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
What's up, man?
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Again, it's Kaepernick. Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller,
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Caps are able to extend their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3rd and 2, Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.